Alright, greetings and salutations. My name's Comic Fire, and welcome back for more Crystalis. In the last episode, we got the Sword of Thunder, and now we're gonna take the fight to the Draygonia Empire. Alright, first things first, we gotta get through this nasty little thing, so let's get us a barrier going. You can't hurt me, you little demonic rabbits. I have... Oh, that didn't turn out too well. Anyway, if you want to try to get past this thing, you can't. Nothing we can do about that for now. So, why don't we go help out the dudes? Because apparently, they're dying. Uh-oh. None of my concern. Oh. Oh. Ow. Jiminy, what happened here? Kahana? Oh, that's messed up. Oh. Oh. Wonder if we transform into Stom, what that person will do. It's kind of messed up, actually, just like thinking about it. It's like, oh, you want to see your Stom one more time? Oh, well. Oh, well. That was kind of a cruel prank to play anyway. It's probably for the best that we, weren't allowed to do that. Yikes. Oh. Damn, all these characters we've really grown to know and love, and now they're dead. Ah. Alright, so let's take the fight to Motto here. Take the fight to Motto, huh? Oh, this person's immune to, I forget what sword he's weak to. I believe it's water. Also, I'm almost dead. Yeah, this fight's a little tricky because, as you can see, hits hard and doesn't really give you a whole lot of opportunities to actually hit the guy. It is water. Ah, but that Blizzard Bracelet really comes in handy. If you can actually get the chance to fire it off, it'd be neat. Damn. I feel like we're getting closer, but... Oh, yikes. Wow, that was clutch. Oh my god. Later, bro. And now we get the Ball of Thunder. So now the Sword of Thunder is even more overpowered. Check out what we can do with it. Yeah, it's whatever. The most important thing we can do with it is that thing that we couldn't pass earlier in Goa. Now we can. As to why he would give us the only thing that could allow us into there, I'm not quite sure. But really, why does any RPG function like that? Ugh. $300 is an awful lot to ask, but... Well, really, what else are we spending things on? We're gonna be getting a lot of good stuff coming up, so... I don't know, I'll probably use the medical herbs as they come along. Oh, also, I got to level 14 as well, because I was thinking we're probably not going to be able to make it to level 16 naturally, and we have to be level 16 for stuff coming up, so... Not like coming, like, right up, but the final boss is going to only be heard if you're level 16, so I would rather have it. And with the way I'm kind of, like, zippity-zoopiting through the game, it's difficult. Ow. Ah, I don't even know what you are. Anyway, these guys wouldn't be half bad to grind on. Alright, this whole part is a big old maze. And, like, the whole way you're supposed to get through it is you go up on these ramparts here, but the issue is that some of them you can't get through. Like, they'll just be, like, random blockades. And they're not fun to experience. In fact, I think I went through the wrong one. And plus, I'm taking a lot of damage. Jumping Jiminy, I'm not doing good today. Well, now we got the opportunity to use some of those medical herbs. That was totally why I did it, right? We have the iron necklace on. Yeah, see? Nothing we can do, which means I took a wrong turn somewhere. I did this whole setup, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to knock it out on the first try this time, and then I completely whiffed it. So, don't take that path. Fortunately, there's plenty of opportunities to get your MP back here, so if you have to end up using a couple, like, full inventories on Restore, don't feel bad. I believe, yes, this should be it. It's just a little further along. When I look at these maps, it makes the maps seem a lot smaller than they are. You take up a lot more space in this world than you think you do. That came out weirdly aggressive. Viewers, you're all lovely. Now, Akahana was mentioning something about a pal in Goa, but I don't believe you can actually get the item that he was referencing yet. I believe you can only get it after Draygonia Castle. Which is this. Which sucks, because it would be really cool to have it right now. It is a very, very useful item. Anyway, get your wind sword ready here, because we're gonna have to take on a certain familiar face. General Kelbesk. Oh. Oh, he's gotten stronger. Oh, but not that much stronger. Take that. And now we get an Opal? I think it's supposed to be an Opal Statue. What that does is, if you die, you come back with full health. It's neat. Hey there, Zebu. Anyway, like I said, you get opportunities to fully heal up and use your MP, so if you do take a lot of hits, it doesn't really matter all that much. Now, none of them, I don't think any of them are, like, replenishable, so maybe don't be too stupid with it. But if you take a lot of hits, like, after a boss, and, like, your MP reserves are looking a little low, don't fret too much, because you're not in that much danger. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is just pretty much beelining straight for any treasures here. The color palette here kind of reminds me... The color palette here kind of reminds me of a watermelon. A delicious, treat. Like those big, bites of, like, a watermelon double bubble. Anyway, here we get a fruit of Rapun. For those who don't know what the hell that means, because it's a made-up term for this game. There's the status ailment we haven't met yet that turns you into a monster. And when you're that monster, you're like a little, like, pink slime, I think, and you can't do anything when that happens. So, that's an issue. With the Fruit of Rapun, you can take it back. I think it's like a Nipar or something, like, Rapun is like whatever it is backwards or something. So, you know, you don't really need to worry about it, because it's not like that much of a concern. I believe there's another chest right up here. Yes. And it's a lysis plant, but we don't need lysis plants anymore because we are completely immune to paralysis now, so it's kind of just a waste of an inventory slot. So I'm not going to bother getting it. With the Sacred Shield, lysis plants are useless. We've evolved past the need for lysis plants. I'm trying to see if I can, like, find a shortcut back to where I want to be. I did not mean to burn MP on that. Yeah, I need to take that bracelet off. We've evolved past the need for the water bracelet. I've made that joke too much already. I'm surprised there's no enemies in here. Usually in RPGs, even when there is, like, a sewer that you can get through, it's like, oh, but it happens to have giant enemy rats, or it was very well protected to begin with. Anyway, this is how we get further in, but I don't want to do that yet. There's another item I want to grab. So since we don't have to worry about items, what if we just sped up the entire world? It's fun. It's a power that you definitely get and not something that I am cheating with. Is it even really cheating? You can do it in, no version of the game, except when you have the speed up button mapped to a PS4 controller's R1 button. Hell, the item we're getting isn't even really all worth the hike. I think the only reason I'm getting it is just so I can have a little bit of something to fall back on. Cool, so it should be right up there. Get your level 2 shot ready. Oh, God. I wasn't expecting there to be an actual enemy. Boom. Yeah, those ones feel like they're a bit of a stretch. Like, as far as, like, barriers, it's like, oh, we need something, so here's a giant iron wall. You can destroy it when you got a giant sword. Oh, he's already dead. Neat. Did he already respawn? So he did. He's loud. I'm surprised I could have heard it from all the way down there. Of course, these guys are just dumping EXP on me, so it's really not much of a concern. I was gonna say we could take that ice path, but it doesn't lead anywhere, so we're not gonna do that. As the comic of the 5 minutes ago would say, we've evolved past the need to do that. Yeah, if I'm not taking any path, it's because there's nothing down there, there's no items, or things we've already seen, there's nothing to show off, so there's no point in experiencing it. A lot of dead ends here, which is really the best way that this game's dungeons could possibly trip you up, is just by having dead ends. It's not really complicated enough of a game to really have much better puzzles than that. And that's not me putting it down, it's just what it is. Cool, so let's get our fire sword ready. And let's get ready to rumble! Hello, Sabera. You ain't gonna trip me up twice. Where did she go? Oh, there she is. I thought she was, like, going, like clipping through, like, the bottom of the arena. Oh, what is this? Oh, this Sapture MP. I didn't even know this was a thing. Neat. And we get another Fruit of Rapun. These things sell for a decent amount, but money is about to become very useless very quickly. We kind of have everything we need already. Hey, Tornell. Oh. And back to full we are. Cool. Let me get my bearings real quick. Neat. Got a lot of treasures coming up here, so make sure you have space. I'm definitely keeping the Opal Statue. I feel like... yeah, we don't need the Fruit of Lime. I really wish I could just drop these. We should have an option to drop them. Yes, cool. Maybe we'll just end up using a bit of our magic. Point being, there's some magic rings in here. Yeah, I got rid of the Fruit of Lime, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. We're fine. Ah. I'll probably just go nuts a bit on the healing. We got plenty of magic rings, so coming up, and they're gonna be much more useful. So I'd rather just drop the, or rather use the Fruit of Power, so we don't have to worry about it too much. I guess the way you get out of that is just you just wiggle out of it. I thought maybe attacking it was going to be the way to go, but suppose not. Recover! Cool, now we can pop a Fruit of Power. Cool! Like to not have to experience that again if I could avoid it, though. Awesome. You know, the first one attacks, but I don't think any of the other ones do. Cool, now we get a magic ring for the treble. If we keep going up, there's gonna be, like, some of those, like... well, actually, I can just show it off. Partially, at the very least. I'm not gonna go all the way through this. There's another one of the things where you have to wait for one of, like, the moving elevator platforms. And the only thing there is an antidote, and it's not really worth the effort, so I'm not going to show it off. It's there if you want it. But I don't. So I won't. Oh, where's my rabbit foot? Thought I had the rabbit foot on, but of course I still had recover. They were doing an awful lot with an NES controller. Like I said, I can't really fault them for that. What are these things? I feel like they're like gargoyle bats? Is that an, I was gonna say an oxymoron, but I was gonna say, is that like redundant? Aren't all gargoyles bats? They kind of look like gremlins from Dragon Quest, almost. Ah. There's a couple different exits here. And what's this? We get another Opal Statue. Coolio. I'm not sure if this does any more damage, but it tends to hit twice, so I'm digging it. Just wait till we get the Thunder Bracelet. Though it's called something else. It's like, I think it's called, like, the Wind Bracelet. It's not Tornado Bracelet, but it's something like along those lines. Try it. Oh, he tried it. And he succeeded with it. Ouch. Guess we'll always have to have one of these ready. Ooh. I was gonna say, it's like, wow, I got two at once, but I didn't. What are these? I don't like the look of those. They give me a bad vibe. Oh god, paralysis. Oh wait, no, we don't have to worry about that anymore. I've got a shield! And we get another magic ring. Neato. The place, like, if you just mirrored the thing that we just went through, it's what the opposite side also looks like. And that's where you would get the antidote. So, if you're that pressed about what the antidote looked like, there it is. If you use the level, I believe just wind in general can uproot them. I don't know if it has to be the level 3 wind attack, but you could also just skip them. Don't need to bother with it. Alright. We just experienced this nice young lad, but what if we did it again? Hey, Motto. Oh, you are much faster now. Criminy Jismus, look at how fast he's going! Oh, that is very frightening. Just gonna heal up real quick while you run into my shit, hopefully. And he didn't. Oh, the Iron Bracelet might not have been a bad investment here. Shit, we might actually need a magic ring. God, I'm trying to get the level 3 up, but I keep firing it off because I'm so scared of those attacks. Oh, I don't have the magic for it, that's the issue. Oh boy, can this just, Oh, hey. I guess we'll be using an Opal Statue. It's not like there's really anything else to use the Opal Statue on. I don't believe I had this much of a problem with, like, anything else. Oh, you actually have to have the Opal Statue equipped. That's a downer, isn't it? We'll be able to buy magic rings soon. Let's just use them. I was gonna say it's kind of like the Phoenix Downs in Dirge of Cerberus, but it's not. Surprisingly, you have to have an item equipped in this game to use it. Ah, we were right there, too. Oh well. We can get another Sacred Shield if we really need the scratch so bad. Look at that, 2 Sacred Shields. So if you really wanted it, like if you were that cheap that you just couldn't buy it then, you could have just waited till now, but I don't think it has much of a point. Just buy it. It was much more useful now than just to wait to get it for free right now. Yeah, that's where the Fruit of Rapun is going to be handy, like we mentioned earlier. Alright, gonna get my bearings real quick. Got him. This is, I was gonna say this is probably one of the more complicated dungeons in the game, which it definitely is, but we're also running out of dungeons in the game in general, so it's not saying much. Like, you would hope that the last couple dungeons are gonna be harder. Have you ever really played a game where, like, the last dungeon was... What the... Okay, let's try that again. I actually managed to beat Motto there without using one of those magic rings now, so... Neat. That took far more attempts than it probably should have. But look at that, we got to save, like, 800 gold on an item that we probably won't ever use. Oh, that's what's happening. There's a little shadow there. Good golly gracious. I should probably have the iron necklace on. Yeah, especially because what's... Oh, God. I might have to use one of those magic rings soon. Hey. Alright. I believe these guys are still in... Oh no, these guys can actually be hit. It's not just the thunder... Or the wind sword that we really need them for anymore. Cool! That feels good. It's like we're really growing up. Alright, now all these roads pretty much lead to the exact same place. Like, this bridge is just gonna, like, end up looping in on the area, so... Really, no matter what way you take to get here, it's all okay. Don't know what those Medusa heads are gonna do. Going to assume they inflict some sort of paralysis, because that's... Or, petrification. Because that seems like something a Medusa head would do. I got scared. I believe you could actually just fall right down here, since where we need to go is also pretty much right down there. But I guess this is a safer way if you don't have the rabbit boots equipped. Speaking of, I need the rabbit boots equipped. Right. Hello? Ha. Okay. That makes sense. What? Kenzie, we don't need to do this again. Oh, we can't actually get past him yet. We still have to talk to him again. Okay, neat. Going down. Aw, little slime boy. Actually, to get to level 14, I did my level grinding on the little, like, lava version of those guys on, the mountain. It really wasn't much faster than the jellyfish thing, but the XP drops were larger, so it felt better, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's like, sometimes it feels better just to do something that you know is inferior, or just not as good, but the bigger drops just feel better in general. You know what I'm saying? Alright, Carmine. I appreciate the thought, but I'd rather not die. Get the shield ring going. I believe, really, if you just held down barrier, you could totally smoke this guy. Since he's very, in fact, I think we're gonna do that. But if you see those, the little, like, fire circle he has going on, that's what'll turn you into a monster, I believe. So, don't get hit by it. I know it's not actually very useful advice, but, you know. Not doing too well. Okay, I didn't activate my barrier in time. I don't think you can buy Opal Statues either, but I also don't think we're really gonna need them after this, so... Hold on, why am I bothering with this? Here, come here and let me stab you. Neat. May I have my item, please? And we get the ivory statue. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. And now we have the Storm Bracelet, which is... Yeah, like I said, it was like some, like, wind thing. We don't have anywhere near enough MP to use it, but... we will. Once we bring Kensu back to normal. Might as well use the rest of my MP to give myself a little more juice, just in case. Cool. I think we're... God damn it. Kensu, I got poison. Give me my healing. I'm dying, Ken. Oh, that hurt you during the transition, too. That's unfortunate. Welcome back, man. Cool. And now we have one of the best spells in the game. Flight. Oh, that didn't cure my poison. I suppose it wouldn't. Oh well. Cool, so that was pretty much all that Draygon Castle had to offer. So now let's show up the power of this. Oh, maybe I should have given a seizure warning. Oh my god, that is very bright on an emulator. Yeah, it takes 40 MP and hits like an absolute dump truck, but hey. You know, seizures. That's a fun thing to have. I'm so sorry. I'll try to remember to edit it. I'll edit a seizure warning into that, so no one actually dies watching my video.